Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. World War II, a time of global turmoil, destruction, and unforgettable characters. But what if the faces of history's most infamous names could be brought back to life? Literally. Thanks to modern AI restoration, the shadowy figures of the Third Reich are no longer just grainy black and white photos in textbooks. We've digitally resurrected 19 of the most notorious figures of the Nazi regime, including Heinrich Himmler, Hermann Göring, and others whose names still stir unease. Let us know in the comments which figure you find the most unsettling. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell icon so you don't miss the next resurrection. Let's begin. Number 1. Heinrich Himmler. Heinrich Himmler served as Reichsführer of the Schutzstaffel, transforming it from a paramilitary unit into one of the most powerful and feared organizations in Nazi Germany. He played a key role in implementing the Holocaust, overseeing the creation and operation of extermination camps. Himmler's legacy is steeped in terror, remembered as the bureaucratic mastermind of genocide, whose loyalty to Hitler drove the machinery of death. Number 2. Hermann Göring. Hermann Göring was a leading figure in the Nazi hierarchy, serving as commander-in-chief of the Luftwaffe and founding the Gestapo. He amassed enormous personal wealth through plunder and held extensive influence over the Nazi economy and military. Göring's most significant act was his leadership in the Battle of Britain and his involvement in the looting of European art. His legacy is that of a vain and corrupt leader whose ambition and indulgence fueled the Nazi war machine. Let us know in the comments where in the world you're tuning in from. It's always amazing to see how far history travels. Number 3. Joseph Goebbels. As Minister of Propaganda, Joseph Goebbels engineered the media machine that sustained Nazi ideology. He was instrumental in promoting Hitler's cult of personality and spreading anti-Semitic narratives. A key event in his career was orchestrating the propaganda surrounding Kristallnacht, which marked a turning point in the Nazi persecution of Jews. Goebbels' legacy is that of a dangerous manipulator, showing how words can incite hatred and violence on a massive scale. Number 4. Rudolf Hess. Rudolf Hess held the title of Deputy Führer and was one of Hitler's earliest supporters. In a bizarre and unauthorized solo mission in 1941, he flew to Scotland to negotiate peace with the British, only to be arrested and imprisoned. This act marked his downfall, isolating him from the Nazi elite. Hess's legacy is one of misguided fanaticism, a loyal follower whose extreme devotion led to irrelevance and lifelong incarceration. Number 5. Reinhard Heydrich. Reinhard Heydrich was one of the most feared men in the Nazi regime, serving as chief of Reich security and a principal architect of the final solution. His organization of the Wannsee Conference was pivotal in coordinating the logistics of genocide. Assassinated by Czech resistance fighters in 1942, Heydrich's death marked a rare successful blow against Nazi leadership. His legacy is one of chilling efficiency and cruelty, ruthless, intelligent, and terrifying. Number 6. Adolf Eichmann. Adolf Eichmann was responsible for managing the logistics of deporting millions of Jews to extermination camps. He ensured that the trains ran on time to the death camps, a symbol of lethal bureaucracy. Captured in Argentina in 1960 and tried in Israel, Eichmann's televised trial revealed the terrifying banality of evil. His legacy endures as a reminder that ordinary men can commit extraordinary horrors in service of ideology. Which historical figure do you think AI should bring back next? We'd love to hear your thoughtful suggestions below. Number 7. Albert Speer. Albert Speer was Hitler's chief architect and later Minister of Armaments, known for efficiently boosting Nazi war production. He presented himself as apolitical and cultured, even expressing remorse at the Nuremberg trials. His most critical role was in prolonging the war through his logistical genius. Though some saw him as the good Nazi, his legacy is shadowed by the suffering caused by forced labor and his willful ignorance of the Holocaust. Number 8. Joachim von Ribbentrop. Joachim von Ribbentrop served as foreign minister, where he secured alliances that emboldened Nazi aggression, most notably the Nazi-Soviet Pact. His smooth diplomacy masked the brutality behind Nazi expansionism. At the Nuremberg trials, his role in planning wars of aggression and signing deals with dictatorships came to light. Ribbentrop's legacy is that of a skilled manipulator whose charm served the cause of tyranny. Number 9. Ernst Röhm. Ernst Röhm led the SA, stormtroopers, which played a crucial role in Hitler's rise. However, as his power grew, so did Hitler's fear of him. During the Night of the Long Knives in 1934, Röhm was executed by his former ally. His story is a cautionary tale of loyalty betrayed. Röhm's legacy lies in his transformation from revolutionary to expendable threat, a reminder of how totalitarian regimes eat their own. Number 10. Martin Bormann. Martin Bormann, Hitler's private secretary, wielded immense influence by controlling access to the Führer and filtering information. Despite his low public profile, he played a key role in the internal politics of the Nazi elite. As the Third Reich collapsed, Bormann vanished, sparking decades of speculation until his remains were identified. His legacy is one of silent power, a man who shaped Nazi policy from the shadows. Which face so far has left the strongest impression on you? Number 11. Karl Dönitz. Karl Dönitz was a Grand Admiral who led Germany's U-boat campaigns with devastating effect. In Hitler's final days, he was appointed as his successor, presiding over Germany's surrender in May 1945. Though he claimed to be a military professional, he upheld the Nazi regime until its very end. Dönitz's legacy is marked by technical naval prowess and moral compromise as the last leader of Nazi Germany. Number 12. Wilhelm Keitel. As chief of the OKW, High Command, Wilhelm Keitel signed off on numerous criminal orders without protest, including the Commissar Order and directives for the treatment of POWs. At the Nuremberg trials, he famously defended his actions as obedience to authority. His legacy is a grim example of how military loyalty can override ethics, resulting in complicity in war crimes. Number 13. Alfred Jodl. Alfred Jodl served as a senior military planner and chief of operations staff, working closely with Hitler. He was responsible for major military strategies and ultimately signed the unconditional surrender of Nazi Germany. Though respected as a strategist, his dedication to Hitler's orders led to devastating consequences. His legacy is that of a brilliant soldier who chose the wrong master. Number 14. Hans Frank. Hans Frank was the Governor-General of occupied Poland, where he oversaw one of the harshest and most brutal Nazi occupations. He was directly responsible for mass executions and the exploitation of Jewish populations. During the Nuremberg trials, he expressed remorse, but it did little to change public perception. Frank's legacy is that of a lawyer turned executioner, a man who used law to justify mass murder. We're curious. Do you have family stories or memories tied to WW2? We'd love to hear them. Number 15. Julius Streicher. Julius Streicher was the founder of Der Stürmer, an anti-Semitic tabloid that fueled Nazi hatred. Though he held no formal military or governmental post after 1940, his influence through propaganda was profound. He played a central role in dehumanizing Jews, laying the psychological groundwork for the Holocaust. Streicher's legacy is a testament to the destructive power of the media in the wrong hands. Number 16. Walter Model. Walter Model was a German general known for his defensive tactics on the Eastern Front. Nicknamed Hitler's fireman, he was often sent to stabilize collapsing fronts. Despite his tactical skill, he remained loyal to Hitler until the bitter end. Facing defeat, he committed suicide in 1945. Model's legacy is controversial, a capable commander whose talents served a monstrous cause. Number 17. Otto Skorzeny. Otto Skorzeny gained fame for leading daring missions, including the rescue of Mussolini in 1943. He became a symbol of Nazi special operations and was later involved in covert post-war activities, including Odessa networks. Skorzeny's legacy blurs the line between soldier and mercenary, celebrated for bravery by some and condemned for his loyalty to a criminal regime. If you're still watching, you're clearly a true history explorer. Consider sharing this with someone who'd be just as shocked by these digital resurrections. Number 18. Hans Fritzsche. Hans Fritzsche was a senior radio broadcaster who used his platform to promote Nazi ideology and justify their actions to the German populace. He stood trial at Nuremberg, but was acquitted due to lack of direct involvement in war crimes. His legacy reflects the murky line between propaganda and responsibility, and how words can shape nations, for better or worse. Number 19. Heribert Heim. Heribert Heim, known as Dr. Death, was a concentration camp physician notorious for horrific medical experiments. Unlike many of his peers, he evaded capture for decades, living under false identities in various countries. His long escape from justice and the grotesque nature of his crimes have cemented his legacy as one of the most monstrous figures of the Holocaust. 19 faces, 19 stories, each one a haunting chapter in the darkest book of modern history. With AI restoration, we're not just cleaning old photographs, we're peeling back time to stare into the eyes of those who once held immense power. Which one unsettled you the most? Whose story made you pause? Let us know in the comments. Until next time, stay curious, stay critical.